Good morning. 5 years ago, my husband Chris Law and I stood up here during pledge season to tell our story of finding a spiritual home that welcomed his atheism and my Christian upbringing. UUSF is a place where questioning is encouraged, where we can each seek truth and meaning for ourselves, and where our children can explore these questions too. These remain some of the central reasons why we give to support this community. And what I could not know in 2019, could not even imagine, was how central this community would be to me through a global pandemic, how creative the staff and volunteers were to extend, strengthen, and deepen our connections. As chair of the Family Ministry Committee from 2021 to 2023, we played with how to engage the community. We hosted the first, and I hope only, virtual waffle breakfast in 2020. And as I participated in the weekly COVID advisory board meetings, I saw the way that the UU principles were held within the space as decisions were made. And I was so grateful when the church was reopened to families and children in fall 2021, knowing the devastating effects of isolation young people and parents were experiencing. In my son's rites of passage class, his big question was, what is love? And Reverend Mary Gans's answer was poetic and beautiful. But more importantly, my children and my family have seen love manifested in the actions of this community. We have loved each other in moments of joy and in moments of incredible pain and uncertainty. I give, and our family gives, to support a place that can do that can create a loving space in a hurting world. I hope that you will join me in giving to support this community. Pledges received today by midnight will be entered into the drawing for a Tahoe getaway. Jack and Sherry, who are leading this pledge drive, will be at the table after service, or you can give conveniently online by clicking the pledge button. Thank you, and I appreciate the ways in which this community continues to show up for each other.
Happy Easter, everyone. My name is William Klingelhoffer. I'm a 30-year member of this congregation. I was raised Roman Catholic. In 1972, I married Jill Brindell. Jill's family on her father's side is Jewish. Her father, Bernard Brindell, was music director for over 20 years for a large congregation on Chicago's North Side, Temple Sholem. When Jill's mother, June, showed me a printed sermon by Wilmette, Illinois Unitarian Reverend Ed Pera, I decided to attend a service here. I admired the thoughtful people and deep roots that our congregation has with the San Francisco community, so I joined. I was also very happy to discover that when the 1906 earthquake and fire destroyed Jewish Temple Emmanuel, that our congregation invited them to use our sanctuary for services for several months until they could rebuild. Please open your gray hymnals to number 318, We Would Be One. Please just read along. I just want to play a little of it. This music and these words together express my feelings about being a Unitarian Universalist. The words are by California Unitarian Universalist Reverend Samuel Anthony Wright. The music by the great Jan Sibelius. The melody is simple in E-flat major. we would be one as now we join in singing. The wonderful bass part accompanies the melody, moves in contrary motion, and makes a solid foundation for the harmony. This part, the transition, is the pivot point of the piece. What in us is true? It's the transition of a master composer. It's set beautifully by the man who wrote the words, Samuel Anthony Wright, and it's out of the key. It's you go back to E flat, but anyway, so what in us is true points us on our way. With love and justice, strive to make us free and show to us a new community. I invite everyone, the next time we sing it, to sing in full voice. Sibelius you can make a big sound in Sibelius, and pledge with all your hearts to support this congregation.